seen it. Wonder if you ever did it. Wonder if you ever lived it. I wonder if you ever seen it. I wonder if you ever did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Pressure Wash Simulator. And as you guys can tell by the title of the game, that's exactly what you're doing here in the game. You're pressure washing objects in different zone areas. So welcome to the garden, ladies and gentlemen. This garden is filthy. Check out these fences. Legit dirt all over it, and you have to spray it with your water gun because that's exactly what we start off the game with. You have a default water gun. The pressure system on it, it's not that great, and I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of cash to upgrade your weapons here in the game. Now, how exactly do you upgrade your weapons? Well, you're gonna click on the shopping carts. You're gonna go over to store, and you're gonna have three sections: guns, tanks, which is your capacity for holding water, and then the nozzles. Now the nozzles is basically the most important thing in a game, because the nozzles is what's controlling the amount of pressure that's coming out of your gun. So this is something that you definitely want to make sure you are upgrading a lot. Don't waste time upgrading on tanks and everything like that. This is just refilling water. Make sure you guys are upgrading your nozzles and your guns before you start upgrading tank sizes and everything like that. Now everything is going to cost you guys one currency and one currency only. That's the cash in the game. Now there's also game passes as well. One thing I do want to recommend, if you have the Robux, definitely get this weapon here, because this is where you guys will be having the most fun, because you're using a Robux weapon that's super OP. This is a minigun as a watering device. So just imagine you're out on the beach one day, it's hot, and everyone decides to have a water fight. Some people are throwing water guns, some people are throwing water balloons, some people are shooting little squirt water guns, and then you come out with a freaking behemoth of a weapon, a minigun super soaker blasting god of a weapon. That's exactly what you're gonna have with this weapon here in this game. So 699 Robux is gonna be definitely worth it. This is gonna have a lot of pressure. This is gonna clean objects a whole lot faster, and you're just gonna have fun just spraying everything probably in one shot. And then secondly, if you have more Robux, get the infinity tank, so that way you don't have to keep refilling your watering tank. Speaking of refilling the watering tank, ladies and gentlemen, you have to actually go down to the waterfront. As you guys can see, these people are going into the water, and you go down here and you refill your tank. Now obviously, as you guys can see, I don't need to refill my tank right now, it's actually full, but whenever your tank gets empty, it will let you know right over here on the right side of your screen, and it will read up at the top, empty. So that's when you go down to the waterfront and you refill your tank, and it makes a satisfying realistic noise. That's so cool. Now you can rebirth in this game, but in order for you to actually do that, you have to have all of your zone areas unlocked. Now, speaking of zone areas, ladies and gentlemen, when you start off the game, you have this first area right here, which is the parking lot. Now, the game does provide you guys with free VIP, but right now we're in a public server because I wanted to see for myself, and I wanted you guys to see that this is the percentage of what I cleaned here in the parking lot. So I almost cleaned everything except for the last truck. So when you come to the parking lot, you're gonna have 4 vehicles and 2 trash cans. You have the 2 large trucks, and then you have the 1 police vehicle, and then you have the 1 regular car. you can even hear these guys using their little squirt water guns. And some of these people have bad internet connections. They're like lagging all over the place. There's a bacon head right there. And you also have this quick filler machine. This isn't a machine that you have to clean or anything like that. You come to this machine to instantly refill your water capacity with Robux. So that means you won't have to go to the waterfront. You can actually just go here, purchase this for 99 Robux, and boom, you have your tank refilled in 2 seconds. Now, at the top of your screen, you can see a percentage of what zone you cleaned. So, once you reach 100%, you can move on to the next zone area, or you can purchase the next zone for Robux. Now, the reason why I'm talking about the zone percentage is because, as you guys can see, I left the car dirty, but I was also able to move on to the next zone area. So you might be wondering, do you have to actually clean everything in the zone to move forward? You don't actually have to do that. Once this thing reads 100%, the next zone unlocks for you. So that's really, really cool. But I might just actually come back and clean this last truck once I get a better weapon. So now I'm gonna show you guys what I got done over here in the garden. Now this garden is large. You legit have to clean everything in here. So I started over here at this water fountain. I thought this was going to be really, really easy, but nothing is easy over here in the garden. As you guys can see, we even have to clean the walk paths. Like these walk paths right here, we legit have to spray them. This little cafe area, we have to clean it from top to bottom. Notice there's a full table, there's chairs, you have a fireplace, then you have the actual home structure. We have to climb up here and spray everything. And then you have some more walk paths over here. And then you have like a little greenhouse or a tool shed over here that needs to be cleaned. You have another walk path over here. I actually started right here. So this is how much I cleaned with this little path. And then we have to clean these fences over here. So this is a lot to clean. Now notice, you can see other players in here actually cleaning some of the same spots. So you might be wondering, do their percentages clash with yours? And does that help you move on to the next area? No, sadly it doesn't. So what I mean by that, to further explain it, is let's take for example this Anthony guy. Let's say I start spraying this fence with him. He has his own clean percentage and I have my own clean percentage. So let's say he cleans this whole thing by himself and I was helping him. Only he's able to move on. I won't be able to move on because I legit have to clean it myself. So that's really, really cool. Alright, check this out. Now, this is something that I want you guys to notice. When you clean a certain area, once you're finished with it, it illuminates gold, and then at the bottom, it will show you how much you're being paid for that particular area that you just cleaned. Alright, so let's finish with this path here. Let's do one little section. Seen that? It illuminated gold, and then I got 246 just for completing that one particular section. Now you can auto click, but I don't know if that'll be something that you guys want to do. And we just finished the next little piece and we have to refill our tank. So now that it's empty, we're going to go down to the waterfront and we're going to listen for the sound. That is so cool. That is so cool, man. so realistic with the sounds and then just the overall concept of everything. This Bacon Head's having the time of his life. He got his tongue out of his mouth cleaning. Now make sure you're not wasting your water. Now what I mean by that is, don't be trying to shoot people with it while you're spraying your water, because then that means you got to go back and refill up your can. You know? You don't want to ever waste water. Alright, so we're out. And look at how much time that took to do all of that right there. And that's still not enough damage in this zone. Well, that's probably going to be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to keep you guys any longer than I have to. If you guys enjoyed the video, of course, drop a like on it. Subscribe right now to the channel if you guys are new. And as you guys know, in the description box will be a link to the game, just in case you guys want to play this game. And if you want to play this during a live stream, just let me know in the comments and we can, you know, do that. We can get a VIP server for streams, and also I will be having my VIP open just in case you guys want to grind, but most of the time I will be AFK or shooting videos in there, so forgive me if I don't talk as much when you see me in the VIP server. I'll catch you all in the next video. Goodbye.
I'm on the road, really though. Train to shoot, we train to go, really though. Pull up, dumping that.